I'm seeing this for the very first time. Good. You didn't raise your hand, lady. Did you forget?
I wasn't listening.
You weren't listening. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, you weren't listening. Obviously, you're a mother. Okay, come on closer. Seriously, come on closer. When I start the fire about 5 minutes, right? Right now, just go closer. You too. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. There you go. There you go. Not that close. Very quickly, let me tell you what you're going to see and why you're going to see it, who we are and what we do. John Lace, first Circus American, 1724th Command. Wifey is a fire eater. She's a lady standing for female Amazon. That's my lovely wife, Nose, being a woman with 2 kidneys. Compared to that lady I saw her in the bar last night, the woman with half a liver. Never mind. John Lace, we're historical entertainers. I'm not going to do our jokes or anything like that. We're what a pirate would have seen if he would have made it out of the ship, out of the quay, out of the gibbet, made it past hangers. Nobody liked pirates, let's be honest. What I'm going to show you is historical entertainers at the time that they might have seen. Basically, I'm going to show you 2 quick things. I'm going to show you the old most of you guys came over to see the fire. We're going to do a bit of fire because we're trying to crowd some things in before the rain comes out again. After that, I'll be doing some close-up stuff up here if you want to see or talk to me or gather around. We're doing 3 or 4 shows today, maybe 5, depending on the weather is. Now, gentlemen, ladies, of all the things I could show you, and I'm going to come back to fire in just a minute. What I want to show you is the most common thing of the time. You might have seen, everything we do was done in the time period. We do it for somewhat wider way so you watch and enjoy it, but it was done in the time period. That's the first thing I need you to know. Second thing you need to know, there's a lot of kids here. What we do is not a children's show. We do a family show. The difference is we've got to entertain all the way from the young kid all the way to the kid from the back over there. Because of that, I will say some things your kids won't get, but it's not inappropriate. They're just not going to have any connection to it. It's not a red fair where I take some dirty connection later. It's nothing like that. I'm just going to say some things, and your kids will go, I don't get it. It's no big deal. We're parents ourselves. We've got kids. We're not going to say anything in front of your kids. We wouldn't say in front of our own. Of all the things I could show you, you might have seen bits and pieces of it. You would have seen what I want to start with before we get to the fire. Gentlemen, I want to show you the oldest continuing magic trick known to man. It's over 2,800 years old. Every culture in the world about it. Santa wrote about it. Under a picture. After 20 years of it's called a timber ring. Played it weekly at the racetrack. Probably the most famous man ever to do. His name was Matthew Buchinger. He was called the Little Man of Nuremberg. He was 27 inches tall and he had no arms or legs. He didn't. We're not really sure how he did what I'm about to do, but he was so good at it he could support himself and his wife, and his wife, and his wife, and his wife, and their 14 children. I know. He had 4 wives, 14 children. No one can find he was ever widowed or divorced. Idiot. Never mind. Gentlemen, ladies, it comes out, and I know all of you are saying, wait a minute, we know what this is. This is the old shell and pea game where I can't find my stick. This is the old shell and pea game where you get it wrong and I make fun of you. Rest assured, I don't make fun of my audiences. The temptation is too great. It's not a gambling game. Actually, gambling game would be the shell and pea, which is about 300 years old and unique to this country. See me later. I'll demonstrate that if you want. It's smaller. It's up here. I'm going to do this as it's been done for over 2,800 years of the history of this game. As an entertainment, as a poem. How many of you all like poetry? I love poetry. In honor of the great poet E.E. Cummings, I'm going to recite this poem without the use of capitalization. 3 people went to college. And it goes like this. Gather round, a tale to tell. Gather and listen well. For on my table are 3 cups of solid brass. They're as hard as stone and as solid as glass. Well, that's a dumb joke, sir. I'm just going back. It's just, man, you need to get out of Michigan more. A wand of willow for the ancient sake. Is it a wand of willow or is it an egg-laying snake? Delilah. Delilah of beauty. Delilah of grace. She stole Samson's strength in her cold embrace. Delilah. And the crowd goes wild with excitement. It's a hotbed of apathy over here. Try it again. And then there was Sapphira of beauty sublime. She lighted the spirit in her own sad time. Would she stand upright? Would she clean the slate? Would she join her husband in his terrible fate? Delilah and Sapphira.
Hey.
Everybody hold up your right hand. Hold up 2 fingers. Right here. Tell me if you feel anything at all. Explain what this shows me. Delilah and Sapphira, we say with a mutter, but still there's one more, and her I name with a shudder. I'm just going to go through it. Whether it's in a dance or a jig, doesn't really matter. Either way, St. John's Head winds up in the platter. Folks, you need to watch. This is going to go very fast. If you blink, you will miss this. This is the fastest thing I will do. Watch carefully. Watch carefully. Watch carefully. Hey, there's a monkey!
That was so fast.
Our cast, whatever. Folks, it's a free show. You get what you pay for. Our cast is set. Our tail's begun. Stay to the end. See how it's done. One jumps and flies. And she runs away. The others quickly follow without delay. But they'd return in the dark of night. Not of flesh. Not of bone. But of purest fright. Hang on. Nothing. Delilah, Sapphira, and Salome. But look to the middle, and what do you see? Look to the middle. Now, 1, 2, and 3. Is it really gone? Is it just a ruse? Okay, madam, you're going to pick the cup that we use. There is no right or wrong. Whichever cup that you choose, the ball that was under the center cup will appear there. If you want, you can choose the cup on my left, ma'am. You don't have to. If you want, you can choose this one right over here. If you want to call the one closest to you. This one because they're together, because I don't want them separated. You know, when we separate them, people get really angry for some reason lately. I don't know why. Which one do you want? What's wrong with this one? You don't like the color? Well, thank you for admitting your racist attitude there, lady. You want that one? Really? That's a shame. It was actually over here. You want it over here. That makes me work for it. Actually, I'd have to go like once, twice, 3 times and figure out how to get it over here. I'm not sure I could have done that, so I'm not even sure I would have tried. So we'll just Delilah, Sapphira, and Salome. Delilah and Sapphira and Salome. What? Oh, I know. This is blowing off the tree right every second. I could keep this up all day. I'm just waiting for some kind of response so I can go on to the rest of the show. Woo! Oh, good. There was response. I tell you what.